Yo, what is going on, GROWMIES? Hope y'all are doing well, growing well. Now, GROWMIES, welcome back to Northern Lights number 5, episode 5. If you guys remember from the last episode, we damn near f***ed our grow by way over pollinating the tent. Just some background. This was my first time ever actually using a male plant to breed with. And damn, GROWMIES, the pollen dropped like a heavy snow overnight, littering my whole tent and flowers. Now, it's been about 3 weeks since the pollination, and man, we can see that all the flowers have tons of seeds all over. Now, I'm not gonna lie, my intent was only to produce a few seeds here and there, but as we can see, I'm probably set for life now. And honestly, maybe at first I was like, damn, I really did fuck up with the seeds. But now, honestly, it doesn't really bother me because 1, I'm gonna make hash, and 2, now I have a ton of different Northern Lights phenos to label and test out. Looking at the flowers, we do have some standout plants, so let's go through and find out, is Northern Lights number 5 worth growing? The first plant, and what I think is the best smelling plant in the tent, is this Northern Lights female on the right side. The aroma of this plant is very reminiscent of that super grape Granddaddy purple, or almost like a purple punch smell. Also, looking at these trichomes, we can see that they just have that ultra sparkly and ultra sticky attribute. I'm not sure how to describe it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Like sometimes when you look at plants and their flowers, they just have that extra shiny, almost diamond shimmer to them. So really looking forward to trying out these flowers. I will say though, dude, the nug structure is not my favorite at all, but the smell makes up for it big time. Honestly, since the nug structure is not great on this plant, it really comes down to the effects and terpenes to find out if it's worth smoking. Anyways, moving on to my favorite plant. It's actually the very short and squat pheno in the front. And taking a closer look, we can see across the sugar leaves, there are rails of trichomes forming, and sometimes on the fan leaves as well. I gotta say, this is one of the frostiest strains in the tent, and it's also extremely sticky. But how does it smell? Well, let me tell you, this plant literally smells like classic sweet sour Skittles, and it's definitely one of my favorite phenos. I gotta say, it's pretty damn weird to see an old school plant preserved from the 1980s like Northern Lights 5 have that quote-unquote modern Skittle smell, which is pretty interesting, Also, I always see like people saying old school weed is not as potent as the new genetics. Trust me, we have not changed the potency of 40 years. These plants were potent to begin with. It's really all how you grow them and preserve them. Now, anyways, the next plant that we're growing is again the short phenos, but this time it's the left one. Now this girl is very similar to her sister on the right, except the main difference is she smells like a pine sour Skittle mixed, which is a little bit different from just the plain Skittle plant right next to it. I gotta say, the left pheno is not as frosty or really as good as the right pheno, but I do like the pine smell with the Skittle, so it's just a little bit extra unique and developed. Now, although these girls have been pollinated, they actually produce some pretty damn nice flowers. And now I get to label each seed from each pheno, which is extra cool. I can go through the Skittle phenos and pop all those seeds and see if I can find one that I like. But as we can tell, harvest is literally right around the corner. So how did I grow these frosty flowers? To grow these plants, if you guys want to see the entire process from the very beginning up until now, be sure to check out the entire Northern Lights number 5 series. But just a quick recap, to grow these plants, I put them inside organic soil filled with organic nutrients. For the watering, I just utilized the splash guard and soaked the whole tent, which has been working pretty damn well the past year. The dimensions of the grow space are a 3x3 feet, and we're utilizing a spider farmer tent with a carbon filter and exhaust system. But the most important item in this tent that literally powers the entire operation is the spider farmer SE3000. This LED is designed to be inside a 3x3 tent, having 300 watts of power, but it can also be snuck inside some sneaky 2x2 tents, but it is a tight fit. And every time that I use the SE3000, I get the best flowers. If you would like to use my creator code and support Growers Mindset, and you want to acquire some spider farm equipment, use code GROWMIEGANG to save money and support me. But yes, Growmies, no bullshit, no gaslighting, fake sponsor promotions. I really do enjoy the SE3000. So if you guys are looking for the best LEDs, go to Spider Farmer, code GROWMIEGANG. Anyways, Growmies, that's it for the update on Northern Lights 5. Most likely, I will be chopping the plants in about 1 to 2 weeks. So look out for those next final videos. And since we do have a lot of seeds, I plan on creating an ultra high quality hash temple ball. So again, look out for that too. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment. If you haven't seen my other grow/smoke reports, check them out. Keep it up out there, Growmies, and stay motivated in this beautiful medicinal hobby. #GrowMieGang.